Autodesk Inventor, working with holes. Here we go. Let's look at our drawing that we're going to do. I have a simple bracket that we're going to build this time. I've got some holes that have some counter bores. I have some through holes with threads on that. So I look at my basic pieces here, get an idea as to what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is just build the base right here. So the base is 1.5 by 2.5, 3/8 of an inch tall. So let's go over there and do that. Click on New, Standard IPT, do a box. I'm going to do this off of the XZ surface plane. Go here, and what was that again? That was, so I'm going this direction here. That is supposed to be 1.5, and the other one is 2.5. Bam, here we go. Extrude 3/8 of an inch, right? There we go. There's our base. So I get the base all set up there like that. Now I'm going to come up and put the top on there. Let's see what the dimensions are for the top. On the top, it's 3/8 of an inch thick, and it's going to be 2.5 inches across, and 1.25 inches is what I want to extrude. So I'm going to go over here, tell it that I want to sketch on this surface. Again, I'm just going to rotate it for my own comfort and do a rectangle. Go up there, get the green dot, get that corner, come down here, go all the way over to that side. Thickness 0.375, and tab, it should already be 2.5 inches, and it sure is. Press enter, and I click on finish. Tell it to extrude that plane 1.25. There we go. Got the basic bracket built. All right, there's 4 holes on there. There's 2 holes on this face, 2 holes on this face. I'm going to work on the vertical face first, putting the holes there. So I click on Sketch on this surface, and on this, I am not going to use a circle on this. I'm actually going to put some center points in there. So I put a center point and a center point, and then I want to make sure that they are constrained to each other. So I come in here to put a constraint and say this center point and this center point need to be aligned. All right, let's go back and look at our drawing, see where those are located. So I go back over to the drawing. They are going to be 1/2 inch down from the top, 3/8 of an inch over from the edge. 1/2 inch down, 3/8 over. Okay, here we go. 1/2 inch down, go here to here, 1/2 inch, 0.5. And I set this one at 0.375. And I take this one here, set it to 0.375. I don't need to check my height on this one because it's constrained to the other one, which has a dimension of 1/2 inch. I now have my centers for those holes placed on there. Now go up to the hole command. Click on the hole command. I tell it that what I want is a threaded hole, so I select threaded. I come down here and it looks like we're already all selected there for 1/4 of an inch. And 1/4 inch, it's giving us a coarse thread. If I remember, it was a fine thread. Let's go and check here after we're finished. And then for a distance, we want to go through all, and it's telling us that we're going to go, nope, not that way, but this way, so I can control the direction I'm going. Put all that information in there. Click OK. I'm going to go back over to my drawing, make sure that we check. What did we ask for? 1/4 28 UNF. There we go. It's the fine thread. I want to go over here to my cube view bar. There's a window zoom command. I'm going to click the window zoom command and zoom in on this hole. And as you look, you can see, looks like threads. Clarification, looks like threads. Those are not actually cut threads. It's just a pictorial representation. That's one of the things that Inventor does. In SOLIDWORKS, last I've known, they didn't give you the pictorial representation. They want you to go in and use the coil command and actually build the thread in there. We could do that in Inventor also. We don't need to take the time to do that as long as we call it out in the drawing. All right, I've got those 2 holes there. Next, what do we have? We have 2 holes down on the bottom, right? On that flat portion, we are a 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in on both sides. And we'll bounce back here and look at this, but it's going to be 196 thousandths through, and we've got a counter bore on there. So let's see how we do with this. Let's go over. Might have to come back here and just check that geometry. Click on new drawing, a new sketch. Click on the surface. I'm going to rotate it for my own comfort. Again, I'm going to use the point instead of a circle. I place one there, place one there. I'm intentionally not lining those up very well. I click on constrain and I come in here and look at that. Because I rotated that and it's on a different surface, I actually need to select the other constraint. So I'm going to say take this one and this one and line those 2 up. I'm going to come in and say from here to here, that is a 1/2 inch. And from this point to this point, that is also a 1/2 inch. I come off this surface here to here, and we go, that is up. It's already constrained, right? There we go. So I'm going to tell it cancel. But I will tell it that I want to be from this edge to this edge 1/2 inch, right? There we go. I've put my center points in there. I click finish. I've got that started. Click on the hole command, and on this one, it's a simple hole. We're not going to thread it. I want to get a counter bore, and I want it to be with a clearance, with a diameter here. Do you remember what that was? Let's go over and look at our drawing real quick. I think it was 196 thousandths. So I come in here and type 0.196 is our diameter for the hole. Our depth for the head on this, if we go back over to the drawing, we look and the depth of the head is a diameter of 3/8 and 190 thousandths deep. Let's see where we're at. 3/8 is already on there, but I'm going to put 0.19 in there. So now I've got a clearance hole to drop a fastener through, and I click OK, and there we go. The part is made. I'm going to go up to my part, click here, right click, go to Properties, go to Physical, and select, let's make this out of aluminum. Here we go, aluminum, aluminum. I think we're going to make it out of aluminum. There we go, aluminum, 6061. Apply that, close, and we can see that we now have our bracket complete.